Hello everyone and welcome to another Cryptic Crossword solve. This is the easy Cryptic Crossword from Simply Daily Puzzles again, as I've always done. This is November the 17th. And so I haven't done one for a little while. I've still been practicing, but I haven't recorded one for a few weeks. I think I'm just going to dive straight into it. I've got enough time to finish this one off, so hopefully we'll get a good one today. So let's make a start. So one across is sovereign. The family start grabbing. It's a 4-letter word. If it's sovereign, I mean, it's either going to be a coin or a king, I suppose. A king. Yes. Okay. Yes, it's a king. Okay. So the way these, I'll explain as always. Cryptic crossword clues generally have got two parts to them. Generally, not always. One part is a definition, and the other part is just like the cryptic wordplay. So in this case, the definition is sovereign. So we're looking for another word for a sovereign. And then the rest is wordplay. So family is kin, K-I-N, and then the start of grabbing, which is the G. So that's the two very standard cryptic clue. I saw sovereign and I thought that's gonna be the definition probably, and that's 4-letter word for a sovereign. You can have a sovereign coin, or it could be a king or a queen, and queen won't fit. So that was quite a quick, easy one. And then as soon as I had that, then I saw family and I thought of kin. Okay, let's move on. So we've got this little one here. River of Africa, Northern Ireland, and part of Germany. I'm thinking River of Africa. My first thought was River of Africa could be Nile, and then it needs another letter on the end, but it's not. So I was thinking that this could be part of the wordplay, but then I was thinking it's part of Germany. I think it's actually the River Niger, which goes through Nigeria, and then Northern Ireland is N-I, and then part of Germany, so part of the word Germany, G-E-R, and that is a river in Africa. So again we've got the definition at the start, and then the wordplay is the rest of it. The definition's usually at the start or end. So then otherwise it would have to be part of Germany, but then it would have to be something like, the definition would be part of Germany, and then it would be, so River of Africa would be Nile, and then Northern Ireland would then have to be one letter, and it just, doesn't work. So but Niger, that's the answer. Let's go for this one here. Talk to WI about power unit. Power unit. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting one because I don't quite. So a power unit, a lot of the time is a watt. So I don't think that's. Or is it? No, not kilowatt. Kilo. Yeah, it could be kilowatts. That could be a power. I was thinking that the power unit is probably the definition, just because this talk to WI. So WI is Women's Institute, but I'm guessing it's gonna be I was gonna say anagram, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking it. Okay, let's put the letters in. I'm pretty sure that feels right. Kilowatt is a power unit. Now you got No, of course, yes, it is it's an anagram of this. Of course that is. Talk. Talk. T-O-W-I. For some reason, my first thought was it was an anagram of this, and then I looked at it and thought, oh no, it's got the wrong letters in it. But it quite obviously doesn't. So yes, it definitely does have the right letters. I mean, let's see, we've got two here. Let's go for this first one. The girl is different, having lost weight. Again, I'm wondering if it's so we've got, whenever you have an anagram, you have to have something telling you that it is an anagram. So in this case, it's the word about. So a lot of the time I think about can mean like turn around, but I think in this case it just means an anagram, move them about or whatever, In this one I saw is different, and when you see something like different or changed or something like that, usually that's an anagram indicator. And the fact that we've got an L and a G, which are in the word girl, and the girl is 7 letters, I'm thinking this is an anagram, possibly. But then it's having lost weight. What have we got? So it's either an I or an E. When I've got anagrams, I find it easier if I can see the letters in front of me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start typing them in, just so. What else have I got? So we've got a T, we've got a H, an I, and what am I missing? R. Maybe swap the E in the I. Lighter, yes. Lighter. If you've lost weight, you're lighter. There you go. That's how I usually solve anagrams, because I have more of a visual way of. I couldn't do that in my head. I can't do anagrams in my head. I need to kind of see them. So I'll just put all the letters in and then start moving them around to see if it's see if I can see something. There was one I did. I think I recorded it, but it wasn't a very good recording, so I just didn't put it up. And there was one I was staring at it for about a minute. So I put all the letters into the grid to see, and I'd accidentally put them in with just 2 letters the wrong way round. I was looking at it for about a minute or two, and then realised that I had the answer right in front of me, except for 2 letters. 11. Let's go for 11 across. Inferior part of row or series. Inferior part of row or series. Part of. I'm wondering if we've got. Yes, okay. I've got it. So another type of clue, which can be indicated by something along the lines of part of, or sometimes in, or something like that, is I think they call them hidden clues. And what that is where you have the word hidden inside a load of other words. So in this case, we've got W-O-R-S-E, is worse, which is inferior. You can usually spot these when you have like odd collections of words. I mean, that can also be an anagram. It's kind of like a partial anagram, I suppose, but it will always be in order, like that. So I've talked about this before in other videos, but the crossword solves that I watch myself online, watch other people do, they usually do the times or something. And the times, for example, have very strict rules on hidden clues. They nearly always have one in the clue in the crossword, but they will never have more than one. Whereas these ones from the Simply Daily puzzles, they have quite a few sometimes. I remember one crossword which seemed to have probably half the clues were hiddens, which is a bit odd. And sometimes you get them where like nearly all of them are anagrams. Sometimes the whoever's put it together has kind of gone for like a running theme. Okay, let's see. Bear witness at cricket match. Bear witness at cricket match. That's interesting. I don't quite. Now, a cricket match could be a test, but then I saw the T and the E, but there's a letter in the middle. Oh no, it is right. It is, yeah, because it's at cricket match, so it's at test, which is a test. So you have at test, and the test is to bear witness. Quite straightforward actually, but my brain didn't see it straight away. Yeah, so that's something to look out for. Is you always want to have a list of shorter synonyms or other things. So if you see cricket match, a test, a test match, and you have to break things down and try and work out where the definition is. So I was thinking, first thought was, is it a match? You've got a match at the end, or you've got a bear. I was thinking, is it a bear? And I was thinking, no, it's probably bear witness, because there's not enough other stuff to go with it. And then another thing I was thinking was, is it a witness at a cricket match? And is maybe an umpire? They're not really a witness, are they? Let's see. We've got this big long one with 2 letters in it now. Let's see. Beatles song that's sound wit. Beatles song that's sound wit? ? Okay, so my guess is. I think it's going to be a Beatles song. I think it's going to be the title of a Beatles song. Five, 3, 5. So we've got a word which starts and ends with T, then a 3-letter word, and then a 5-letter word. I don't know enough Beatles songs. I know a lot of the famous ones, but what's that about? Sounds wit. That's sound wit. Oh, I think I need more letters to be able to get this one. The problem is, it could be a Beatles song that I don't know, and then I just wouldn't, wouldn't have a chance. Let's get some more letters. So we're kind of running out of crossing letters now, because we've got 2 in this, we've got 1 in this. Let's have a look at this big long one down here. Pot plant discovered in active flora ? Oh yeah, that was the other thing that had a question mark on it. So I always explain this, but in all my videos, question mark can mean a couple of different things in crosswords. Sometimes it can mean that they're kind of playing with the rules of language a little bit. Annoyingly, in the video that I didn't end up recording properly, there's a really good example of it. But what it can be is like within the rules of like the wordplay, it kind of makes sense, but it's not the way you would use a word. So it can be that something tricky is going on. The other usage for a question mark is to kind of indicate that the entire clue is the cryptic clue. Yeah. Pot plant discovered in active flora. Oh, now, if it's in active flora, is active flora a definition, anagram? Because, let me check if I can count correctly. Yes, that is 7 and 6. It could well be an anagram of active flora. I do know some plants, but I'm not great at them. And I don't have enough letters to go with, really. No, I'm not going to even try that. I'm going to go for something else. Let's go for a shorter word. Let's go for this little 4-letter word down in the corner. Powder used in postnatal care. That's very... I mean, oh, yes. Okay, this is one... Do you know what? This actually, I feel, could have a question mark after it, because I think it's talc, which is... so it's a powder, and it's another hidden, so it's in TALC. But also the whole thing is actually a clue, because it is a powder used in postnatal care, kind of, it's a baby powder. So, it's a bit of a funny clue, that. It's interesting that the whole thing is kind of a clue in itself. For just a second, I thought they'd put in just like a straight clue. But then I could see that, yeah, it's a hidden as well. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think that's usually the kind of clue that would have a question mark on the end to say, like, to indicate like the whole thing can be considered a clue. Maybe the fact that it's also a hidden clue, that might be it, and it might be why they didn't put it on there. Okay, what's left after burning trees? Ashes, which, I mean, ash is a tree. Okay, no, this is a... Yes, I think it is ashes. So, yeah, so this is an interesting one. So what's left after burning is ashes, but also trees could be ashes, because an ash is a tree. And also, I suppose, what's left after burning trees is ashes as well. So it's kind of almost three definitions in one. Yeah, interesting. Let's see. How about this one beginning with C? Cigars forming hot cores. Forming hot cores is... Okay. Could be cigars is the definition. Forming could be an anagram indicator for hot cores. Got that C. Cigars. Cheroots, or however you pronounce it. I think they're like it's a type of cigar. I don't think anybody smokes them anymore. But as far as I'm aware, I think it's... I'd have to look up the definition. Maybe I'll put the definition in on the side when I'm doing the edit. But it's definitely a type of cigar. I think they're quite small cigars. And I'm pretty sure that's an anagram of hot cores. Yes, it is. So yeah, forming is your anagram indicator to say you have to form hot cores into cigars. Got 2 letters in this 15 down. Let's go for it. I have no translation of Scott's novel. I have no... Oh, it's Ivanhoe, isn't it? Yes, I have no is a... so it's a novel by Walter Scott, isn't it? I think it is. Scott's novel is Ivanhoe, so it's the definition, and it's a translation of I have no. It almost rhymes, doesn't it? Ivanhoe. Okay, we got this one here now. That sound. Wait. What is that word? T something. I something T. I'm pretty convinced about the words I've got. I'm struggling there. Twist and shout, isn't it? Yes. Twist and shout. So what about that sound? Wait. It's not an anagram, is it? It kind of looks like an anagram. Beatles song, that's sound wit. W-I-T. Oh, well, go with those. That's T-H. It's an anagram of that's sound wit. But that's a bit of an odd clue because there's no real definition. There's no actual anagram indicator. That's a bit strange. I don't think they usually do that. Yeah, so I think it's an anagram of that's sound wit, and it's a Beatles song. Very strange. Let's see. What are you? Bashful about a GG being unkempt. Bashful could be shy. Okay, now I'm thinking. Yes. Yes, I got it. Okay, this is really quite nice. So, Bashful is nearly always shy when you're dealing with cryptic crosswords. So, but it's about AGG. So let's say we have the SH of shy, then we have A, G, G, and then the Y of shy, you get shaggy, which is unkempt. This crossword is actually being very strange with the rules, to be honest, because they've put a question mark on the end. And I don't think that needs a question mark. So we had one which I kind of feel you could have put a question mark on, but probably not really that important. We got one here which doesn't have an anagram indicator, but should. This one's got a question mark on the end, but I don't think it needs it. Very, very strange puzzle, this one. They're usually very tight on the clues, on the rules of the clues. Okay, snake seen in summer. Seen in summer. I mean, an adder is a 5-letter snake beginning with A. But what's that got to do with summer? That's a difficult one. Snake seen in summer. No idea. I mean, it's sort of tempting to put that in just because it is a 5-letter snake beginning with A. But it could be something else. So, for example, another thing is a snake they really like using is an asp. So that's a snake beginning with A. But then seen in summer. I'm wondering if. Snake seen in summer. I'm not happy with that one. I'm not going to put it in because then if I put the D there, then I will be expecting this to begin with a D, and it might not. So the best thing to do, of course, is to have a look at 20 down. Cuts some weeds. I'm thinking possibly beginning with a D. Cuts some weeds. It's interesting because it's not like it can't be part of. I mean, it can't be part of the word weeds, because it's 5 letters and 5 letters. That's a tricky one. I'll come back to that. Say 25. Employed American boy. Could that be? Oh, this feels familiar, like I've seen this clue or something similar before. Employed, like hired? American boy. Oh, it could be. Okay, this is a. Not sure about this. It could be used, right? So, US being America, and then Ed being a boy, and not sure. I'll leave. Oh, and also one interesting thing that does do is we've got cuts or weeds. Both of these are plural, so this one probably ends in an S. So that could be right. It feels a little bit weak, but it works because I mean Ed is a boy's name. American is US, and used is employed. So all of the bits work, but I'm not sure why. I feel like it's a bit weak, but I'll leave it in because I'm relatively happy with it. More than anything else here. Surprised when the beginning was first. Surprised when beginning was first. started. Is that right? Oh, wait, how does that? S-T-A-R-T. Start. No. Startled. Surprised. I'm thinking that beginning is start. And if you first you led. Yeah, I think that could be it. So, surprised, startled. Beginning, start. And if you were first, you led. And then that also goes with my used. And it also does still go with adder. I just don't get why it's seen in summer. Seen in summer. Oh, summer. Like a sum, an add, and sum as the same. So a summer could be an adder. That's where the question mark comes from. Okay, now that is a use of the question mark I'm used to. So, you wouldn't call something that sums up a summer. You would call it an adder. But it's like playing with the rules of the language a little bit. So it's a snake, it's an adder. Yeah, I like that. But it's also, it's a summer, an adder. It sums things up. Okay, cut some weeds. Cuts. Don't know about this one. Weeds. Cuts. I'm trying to think of. Not sure. Let's have a look at this one. I don't think I've looked at this one yet. Rational soldier in pub. Okay, so I'm thinking it's okay. This actually. Oh no, I've seen one similar to this, but it's not the same. Pub is going to be a local. So Local, and then a soldier is a GI, American soldier in the mid 20th century was a GI. So, and that's logical, rational. That's good. Yeah, I've seen local and pub used together in different ways. Okay. So we've got all the letters we're going to get for this one. Cut some weeds. Docks. So if you cut something, you dock it. Like, dock your pay, cut your pay. And dock is a type of weed. It's like a big leafed plant. It's like it grows everywhere, and it's good for stinging nettles, stings, if you rub it on. Let's see. Did I? Okay, I don't think I've seen this one. Dance to records in Princess's company. Oh, okay, yeah. So Princess dies. Princesses dies. Company CO. Okay. In hiding and hiding Indian leader. In hiding and hiding Indian leader. I mean, Indian leader could just be the letter I. The leading letter of Indian. In hiding. So it could be a word that means high. I can see it. It's another hidden. I was thinking of Indian leaders. We've got in here. So it's in, hiding, and hiding. Gandhi. Gandhi. So yeah, Gandhi is an Indian leader, and he is in, hiding, and hiding. Okay, that's good. Getting quite a good time on this so far. I got 3/4 of it done, pretty much. Oh yeah, this was that pot plant. So I was thinking this is. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it was an anagram of active flora, but it's got an N in it. I'm happy with Twist and Shout. It's hit all of the crossing letters, and it's a Beatles song. Oh, and it was the anagram song, yeah. So, inactive flora. Wait a minute. How many? Can I count this properly? Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, no, it was inactive flora, wasn't it? Yes, because we needed the extra 2 letters. We got 6 there, 5 there, and 2. Okay, going mad. In my mind, it was just an anagram of active flora, but I can't count. So, inactive flora. Pot plant. Oof. Okay, what have we got here? We got some. Maybe I should do my usual thing of put letters down and see what I get. So we've got missing. We've got the A missing. C. Got the T. I. We've got V. Need it. E. Oh, sorry. In. So we need an I. Got on the N. F. L is already in. Oh, I've gone wrong here. Wait a minute. Anyway, this might be a bit too long to do this with because I'm going to have to shift so many letters around. This trick might not work very well. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore it again for a little bit longer until I can get a few more letters in it. Doesn't belong there either. I'm trying to think if I can. No, I was just staring at it, seeing if I could work it out. I have a problem that with when I look at letters, like if I've got missing letters like that, my brain shoves them all together. So I'm all I can think of is words ending in ILT, and that's I think why it helps me like chucking letters into the gaps. But yeah, let's see. Okay, let's go for this one. I haven't looked at it at all yet. The contents of a bowl make a graduate wicked. Contents of a bowl make a graduate wicked. Okay, there's so many things that could be going on with this one that I think I'm going to have to leave it until I get some letters. So there's so many different things you could do with this. It could be, I mean, the definition could be the contents. The definition could be wicked. Could be the contents of a bowl, even something like cereal or soup, you know. And I mean, that could also be true. So it could be that the definition is wicked, but then maybe it starts with something like soup or water, something like that. And then so maybe if you add whatever the contents of the bowl is to a word meaning graduate, you will get wicked. Another thing that you could be doing is you've got a bowl here, and you might have the contents of the bowl being the contents of the word bowl, so it could be the O and the W from the middle. So I can see so many different things you could do with this. I need more letters. So we've got a wildcat with sound connections. Like, yes, it's a lynx. And the reason for that is, so it's a wildcat. And it sounds like connections. Links. 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 So yeah, it's a homophone. So it sounds like connections. Links. That's nice. Okay, interesting that it ends in an L and bowl ends with an L. I wonder. No, okay, it's not enough to go on. Wiki. No. Let's have a look at this one. Gambling game interrupted by a piece of music, a disordered mixture. Gambling game interrupted by a piece of music. I wonder if it's if it means a disordered mixture, and the wordplay is that it's a gambling game, some short word for a gambling game, not sure which one, and interrupted might mean it's interrupted by a piece of music, so that might mean there's a piece of music, there's a word for a piece of music inside the word for the gambling game. Something like bingo. So what would you say? Let's see, had something like this. Piece of music. Oh wait, no. 2 letters for a piece of music. And it would mean a disordered mixture. Or is it a... It's just that word interrupted. That word interrupted makes me feel like it has to be wordplay at the beginning. It might not be bingo, obviously. That's just the first one I thought of. It ended with an O. That's a tricky one. Interrupted by a piece of music. That's a very... There's not many... What can you have as a piece of music? It would have to be a very short word to be able to fit into another one. You can have things like an air. I'm not sure. I might have it wrong. The definition might be a gambling game. A gambling game... Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave that. I've spent too long on it already. Let's go for this one. Protective garment. Professional nurse. First needed. Okay, so I'm thinking could be the first needed. So first letter of needed could be that N. Professional nurse. Protective garment. Oh, I think it's apron. So that would be a pro. Oh, and then it's the first of nurse. That's okay. That's why has it got? I suppose it's to make it into a sentence. It wouldn't make. You could. I feel like you could do away with the word nurse in there. It makes it a bit more of an interesting clue, I suppose. But so it's a protective garment is an apron. A professional, a pro. Nurse, first needed. So that's like. So first needed means take the first letter of nurse. Because okay, as a sentence, it doesn't make it. You can't have it without the needed. You couldn't say protective garment, professional nurse first. It doesn't. The clues have to kind of work as sentences, even if they sound nonsensical. So they had to put that needed on the end. I feel like you could say first needed could indicate the letter N of needed, in which case you don't need the nurse, and then you could say protective garment, a professional first needed. So yeah, so that's like probably the third clue that I thought is a little bit weird in this one. Okay. Wild rodent that is outside. First thought, a rodent. First thought of a 5-letter rodent with a A in the middle would be a beaver. Oh, beaver is quite clearly a 6-letter word because I typed it. And I didn't even notice I didn't put the R on the end. Okay, it's a bit early in the morning for me. It's not a beaver. Wild rodent that is outside. Is it something like? Oh yes, it's so rat is the rodent. That is can be abbreviated to IE, and irate is means wild, angry. So it's out. So you got that is outside the rodent. Okay, I like that. That's quite a good one. What was this one? Contents of the bowl. Yeah. Make a graduate wicked. And okay, so I'm running out of clues now. I think have I looked at all of them? So that's the gambling game. Got an R in it now. Interrupted by a piece of music. We've got. Oh, I haven't looked at this one. Okay, Conqueror of Gaul gets a scare, perhaps. Means Caesar conquered Gaul. So I think you spell it Caesar. Yeah. Gets a scare, perhaps. Oh, is it? It's an anagram of a scare. So a scare, perhaps. So again, perhaps is your anagram indicator. So they're saying like, mix up these letters. It's perhaps these letters. I don't know. Yes, that's a scare. Right, so we're getting very close to the end now. We've got this big long one, which is some kind of plant. I might need to do it on paper. What is it? I've got the letters. It's an anagram of inactive flora. And it ends in L something T, so that's going to be a vowel. We've got an A, I. We've got all of them except a U. So lat. Oh wait, we've only got. No, we've got two I's. Yes, so we haven't got the I yet. Lit, let. Kind of feels like it might end in let to me. That's annoying. It might be a plant I haven't heard of before. What I might do, okay. Yeah, okay. Got more letters with this now. Gambling game. Gambling game interrupted by a piece of music, a disordered mixture. So I feel like the definition must be a disordered mixture. I feel like it is, and I feel like the reason for that is this interrupted feels like something that you're doing to the words. It feels like some kind of instruction. Oh, this is a hard one. And we've got this one as well. The contents of a bowl make a graduate wicked. Okay, I'm just going to grind to a halt on this. So I'm down to... this is... I hate it when this happens. So I'm down to 3 kind of interlocking clues that my brain just cannot get. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'll leave the recording going, but I'll edit this out. Got a bit of paper, I've got a pen, and I'm going to do this anagram on paper. Instead of looking, I'm not going to look it up. I'm going to try and do it properly. But I'm finding it difficult to look at it. So. Oh, I completely forgot this is 2 words. I don't know how. I kept looking at it, but I kept forgetting it's 2 words. It's a 7 and a 6. So we got... how did I forget that? I don't know how that happened. Pot plant. I think this bit is violet. And what's this bit? So what letters do I have now? That looks quite good. So I've written down inactive flora. So we've got an I gone, got an N. No, so we've still got an A. C has gone. Got T. We've got another I. V's gone. Yeah, E's gone. F hasn't gone. L has gone. O, yeah, O's gone. And the RA are left because. Oh no, that R has gone. Okay, so yeah, because we've only got four left, so that's an A, FLA. Yes, we need two A's in here. So maybe A. Okay, so we have an A there, maybe. A, I, O. And an F and an L. Oh no, the L's gone. What am I looking at? AIFA, yeah. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's look at it again. I'm having trouble with this anagram here. I'll probably keep this in to show you how scrambled my brain is at the moment. I'm just trying to work out what letters I've got left from inactive flora. So I think there's an F, definitely, somewhere in there. The L has gone. I thought that the L hadn't gone, but it has. There's only one L. We don't have any A's in the line yet, so that means we have to put two A's in there. And what was the other letter I thought I had? Another I. No, I don't think I've got another. Yes, I do. Yes, another I. So where's that? Right, so these letters left behind are F, A, A, I. I'm guessing this is a type of violet I've never heard of before. I think it has to. Oh no, it's African violet. Oh, my brain. I should have been able to work that out, but I couldn't do the anagram. Anyway, I've got it. Glad of that. I didn't have to look it up. I was just about to say maybe I need to look up African violets. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got pretty much all we're going to get from this, apart from one letter, which I don't know what's happening with that clue. So we've got the contents of a bowl make a graduate wicked. It's just thinking of short words for a piece of music. You see, the problem is, the reason I'm struggling, I think, is because I'm not using a dictionary. I feel like if I got a dictionary up and I started looking for words, I might be able to find some. Okay, I'm not gonna completely give up, but I'm going to do some googling. So I'm gonna try finding gambling games ending in O. Keno. Haven't heard of. So if that's Keno, then we need the short bit of music to be. Ria. Ria. Okay, what are the other ones? Gambling game. Okay. Okay, so gambling games. Faro? I've never heard of that one. And then Farbaro? Is Farbaro a word? No, that's interesting. Farago could be Far. How do I spell it? F-A-R. Right. Okay, there it is. Right. So I needed the dictionary to get that one in the end, but it does work. Okay. So Farago is a very obscure word meaning a disordered mixture. Faro, F-A-R-O, is a gambling game that I'd never heard of, and then a rag is a piece of music, which I have heard of. Okay, that was very difficult, but I got there with a dictionary in the end. Right, so now, what on earth have we got here? Contents of a bowl to make a graduate wicked. I wonder if it could be ending F-U-L. Full, like, maybe it does mean contents of a bowl, a... word for a bowl, maybe, like, was thinking, I wonder if the graduate is a BA. Wicked. Wicked. Basinful is the contents of a bowl. Wicked, sinful, and a graduate is a BA. Well, a BA is a type of graduate, it's a Bachelor of Arts. Okay, I got there in the end. So I managed to work that one out on my own. That one I needed some dictionary stuff. That was not a bad puzzle. That was a very, very tricky last two, and the fact that they overlap like that, so you're robbed of a letter, that's nasty. That was hard, I think. I think it's within my grasp. I almost had it because I think I did almost have it because I had the BA at the beginning. I thought that was right, and then I thought it had to be wicked, but I couldn't think of a word for wicked. I should have thought sinful. Okay. But yeah, I've got it. So that wasn't too bad. I think I did take quite a long time over that. I'll have to check the recording because I haven't got a timer running, but it's 12 now, and I think I started before 11, I think, so I think this is going to be an hour and a half at least. I'm guessing most of that looking for 3 across and 6 down. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again sometime soon. Bye.